Hey guys, today's video is going to be a small little unhauling that I have. Two of the books I've read, one of them I've tried to read, and then I had a couple on my bookshelf that I've owned for a really long time. I bought them a long time ago, and the majority of the books I'm still, like, even though I bought them a long time ago, I still keep them and stuff, but these just really, I think, in my opinion, for me, need to go. So let me just start. The first one is, what's this one? Escape from Bellevue, a Dive Bar Odyssey by Christopher John Campion. And I got this book a really long time ago because it was on sale. But I don't buy books just because they're on sale. Obviously, I thought it was good. It's a, just his, a story about his life, apparently. And it's not because of the drugs or anything. It's just, I was reading bits and pieces of it. And I was like, oh, it has to be a really good and very strange, whatchamacallit, like, autobiography or biography, whatever I always forget the name, It has to be very interesting for me to want to read it, and I don't know who this guy is, so even though it looked interesting, I'm just gonna get rid of it. The next one was something that someone gave to me. I cannot tell you who it was because I do not remember. And I was like, oh, that seems interesting. I think I'd like to read it. And that is Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus. But I'm never going to read this, and I don't want this on my bookshelf, like, unread or read. I don't want this there. I also have Eventide by Kent Haruf. I remember the synopsis, like, the summary of this looks really amazing, but then I was like, actually, this looks kind of boring, and then I was reading a couple of the pages just to see if I like the style of writing, and I definitely was just like, no, I'm not going to read it. So, this, I like the cover. It looks really cool. But it's just about a winter in a town. And, yeah. The next two are two that I've actually read. The first one is Bite Me, a Love Story by Christopher Moore. This is part of a series, which I did not know. But you don't have to read this, it being part of a series. I gave this 3 out of 5 stars when I read it. My problem with this book was it was really jumpy, and even though the plot of this was very funny and really light and fluffy, it was just kind of like, I felt like it was pushing it when they were talking about like boners and dry humping, and it was kind of like the same thing over and over again, and I got bored with it very fast. And even though it was a very fast read, which I'm very thankful, I do not want this on my bookshelf because I did not enjoy it. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars just because the plot was pretty good, but that was it. Another one is Sister Slam. It is the Poetic Motormouth Road Trip by Linda Oatman High. And it was a really cool book just because, first off, you can read this in like an hour. And it's in verse. It was cool, but it's a children's book. And it's not because it's a children's book that I'm getting rid of it. It's just because I don't see myself ever rereading this. And the books that I keep are books that I'm more than likely either going to reread or, even if I'm not going to reread it, I just love the cover. I love the story enough that's like, okay, but this one was just like, whatever. It was a really cute book, it was, but I do not want this on my bookshelf, so I'm sorry. By Linda Oatman High. Maybe if I was younger, but and then I thought about it, I was like, it was just kind of whack. I don't know. I gave this 3 out of 5 stars too. The next one is one that I started to read, but I think they messed up on the way they wrote this. And if you guys saw my booktubeathon videos, you will know how I complained about this. And that is the True Irish Stories, Ghost Stories, by, it's compiled by St. John D. Seymour and Harry L. Nulligan, and like 2 other people that are just initials. This book, I'm just going to list the reasons why I did not like this book in case you did not see that video. It is told... okay, like someone, it's just really bad because it's someone telling a story of someone else's story. I picked this up many years ago. I got this in 2010. I know that much. But when I got this book, I thought it was going to be, kind of like R.L. Stein and stuff like that, where they're literally ghost stories. No, this is just, it was just so whack. So whack. This is such a bad book. I'm going to give it, I don't want to leave stars just because I didn't actually read it, but I would give it 0. I would give it 1 star because 0 stars, obviously means you haven't read it yet. And the next 2 books are part of series, but I got them, I don't know why I got these books, I promise you. And when I realized they were I knew they were part of series. It's not like I picked them up like, oh, it's a standalone book. I knew these were series, especially The Click. I knew this was a series. But, it was one of those things where at first I was like, oh, it seems like it might be good, I don't know. And then I was just like, no, I don't want to like start up such a big series. These series tend to go on forever, kind of like Pretty Little Liars. The books are The A-List Hollywood Royalty, Sunset Boulevard by Zoe Dean. And the other one is P.S. I Loathe You, a Click novel by Lizzie Harrison. So these are the two that I wanted to get into the series many moons ago. I got these years ago. A good like 4 or 5 years ago probably. Maybe just 4 or 3. I don't know. It's something like that. Like 3 or 5 years ago. I'll give you that. But I do not want to read them, so I don't know if I'm gonna like donate these or just give them to someone that might read them. I mean, who really would read these? But yeah, I'm probably just gonna donate them. And the thing is the reason why I'm unhauling these books is because I want to make room for other unreads. As you can tell behind me, I have a lot of unread books. And I'll get into that another day about my unread books. You know what? I think I'm going to do that right now. So, yes. There's my unhauling, getting ready for my haul at the end of this month. Because I said I was going to not buy as many books. And I lied. I lied miserably. So bad of me. But I can't help it. I'm just, yeah. Bye.